Signs of ecosystem health and imbalance. Ecosystems are dynamic, interconnected systems that support biodiversity, regulate climate, and sustain life. Understanding the signs of a healthy ecosystem and recognizing when an ecosystem is under stress is essential for environmental stewardship. Indicators of a thriving ecosystem. A healthy ecosystem is balanced, resilient, and capable of sustaining plant and animal life over time. The key indicators of a thriving ecosystem include high biodiversity. Biodiversity is one of the strongest indicators of ecosystem health. The more diverse an ecosystem is, the more stable and resilient it becomes. A healthy ecosystem will have a variety of species, different plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms coexisting. Functional diversity, a balance of producers, plants, consumers, herbivores and carnivores, and decomposers, fungi and bacteria. Genetic diversity, variation within species that allows populations to adapt to environmental changes. Example, a coral reef with a wide range of fish, corals, and marine invertebrates is healthier than one dominated by only a few species. Soil fertility and health. Healthy soil is essential for plant life, which in turn supports the entire food web. Signs of fertile soil include dark, rich organic matter, humus, that retains moisture and nutrients. High microbial activity, including bacteria, fungi, and earthworms, which break down organic material and recycle nutrients. Strong plant growth, indicating the soil contains essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Example, in a healthy forest, the soil is rich in decomposing leaves and organic material, supporting diverse plant and animal life. Clean water and stable water cycles. Water quality is a crucial indicator of ecosystem health. Clean water should be clear, free of pollution, and rich in oxygen to support aquatic life. Supporting native species, such as fish, amphibians, and aquatic plants. Flowing naturally, with wetlands, rivers, and lakes providing habitat and filtering contaminants. Example, a wetland with frogs, dragonflies, and healthy fish populations suggests a well-functioning aquatic ecosystem. Balanced predator-prey relationships. A well-functioning food web maintains balance between predator and prey populations. Healthy predator populations control prey numbers and prevent overgrazing or overpopulation of certain species. Prey populations remain stable without large fluctuations, meaning there is enough food to support them. Example, in Yellowstone National Park, the reintroduction of wolves restored balance by controlling elk populations, which allowed vegetation to recover. Recognizing ecosystem stress. Ecosystem imbalances often result from human activity, climate change, or invasive species. Warning signs of an ecosystem in decline include pollution and contaminants. Pollution affects water, soil, and air, leading to ecosystem degradation. Signs of pollution include algal blooms in water bodies, caused by excessive nutrients from agricultural runoff, which deplete oxygen and kill fish. Declining fish and amphibian populations, often due to toxins like pesticides and heavy metals. Contaminated soil that cannot support plant life, caused by industrial waste or excessive chemical fertilizers. Example, the dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico is a result of fertilizer runoffs from farms, leading to oxygen depletion and massive fish die-offs. Spread of invasive species. Invasive species disrupt ecosystems by outcompeting native species and altering food webs. Signs include rapid population growth of a non-native species, which dominates the environment. Decline of native plant and animal populations, struggling to compete for resources. Altered habitats, such as wetlands being taken over by fast-growing invasive plants. Example, the introduction of cane toads in Australia led to declines in native predators that were poisoned by the frog's toxic skin. Habitat destruction and fragmentation. Loss of habitat is one of the biggest threats to biodiversity. Signs of habitat degradation include deforestation, reducing shelter and food for wildlife. Urban expansion, which disrupts migration routes and breeding grounds. Loss of wetlands and rivers, affecting water cycles and fish populations. Example, the destruction of the Amazon rainforest for agriculture and logging threatens thousands of species that rely on the forest for survival. Declining wildlife populations. A sudden or consistent drop in species populations is a warning sign of ecosystem imbalance. Causes may include overhunting or overfishing, leading to depletion of key species. Loss of pollinators, such as bees and butterflies, affecting plant reproduction. Disease outbreaks, often worsened by climate change and habitat stress. Example, the decline of honeybee populations due to pesticides and habitat loss affects global food production, since bees pollinate many crops. Community-led monitoring and conservation strategies. Protecting ecosystems requires active monitoring and conservation efforts. Many communities are taking action to restore and protect natural habitats. Citizen science and ecological monitoring. Community members can help track ecosystem health by water testing to check for pollutants in rivers and lakes. Bird and wildlife counts to monitor population changes. Soil sampling to assess nutrient levels and erosion risks. Example, Indigenous communities in Canada use traditional ecological knowledge alongside scientific monitoring to track fish populations and water quality. Restoration projects. Conservation efforts focus on rebuilding damaged ecosystems. Some common restoration strategies include reforestation programs, planting native trees to restore habitats, removing invasive species to allow native plants and animals to recover, river and wetland restoration, improving water flow and wildlife habitats. Example, the Great Plains Restoration Project reintroduces bison to grasslands, which helps maintain the ecosystem by preventing overgrowth of vegetation. Sustainable land and water use. Communities can adopt practices that reduce environmental harm, such as regenerative agriculture, which builds soil health through composting and cover crops. Sustainable fishing and hunting, following conservation guidelines and seasonal limits. Eco-friendly urban planning, preserving green spaces and wildlife corridors. Example, the Menominee tribe in Wisconsin has practiced sustainable forestry for over 150 years, ensuring that their forests remain healthy while still providing resources for their community. Conservation laws and protected areas. Legal protections help safeguard ecosystems from destruction. Important measures include national parks and reserves, which protect habitats from development. Wildlife protection laws, preventing illegal hunting and habitat destruction. Pollution controls, limiting industrial waste and toxic chemicals. Example, marine protected areas in the Philippines have helped restore coral reefs and fish populations by restricting harmful fishing practices. Conclusion. Recognizing the signs of ecosystem health and imbalance is crucial for protecting our environment. Healthy ecosystems display high biodiversity, fertile soils, clean water, and stable wildlife populations. However, human activities like pollution, deforestation, and invasive species can disrupt these balances. By participating in community conservation efforts, supporting sustainable land use, and advocating for stronger environmental protections, we can help restore ecosystems and ensure they thrive for future generations.